Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Welcome back. I love having you here. Let me know how your day is in the comments. Today, something special, a bit of a look back, a bit of a follow-up. We don't do a whole lot of those. On a video that I published in December about a man named John Elliott. And John Elliott is a musician. He's been a musician for 15 or 20 years, I don't know, his whole life. And I've found John Elliott roughly 10 years ago. And I have, since that time, listened to his music through a lot. And his music has helped me through a lot. It's kept me company through a lot of dark times. And so when I received this letter from John, I was really kind of taken aback by it. Like, what? Why is John sending me this letter? Because he doesn't know me. I don't know him. We've never met. And I read the letter on camera, and I told you that I was kind of shocked by it because in the beginning of the letter, I had misinterpreted the message. I had interpreted it as meaning that John was a conservative, when in reality, what he meant to say was his mom has asked him, do you know any other conservatives? And that set him on this journey of, no, I don't. I live in San Francisco, and I'm writing all of my music and doing all of my creative energy is written in this bubble of liberalism. So John decided to take himself out of that place and put himself into a very conservative area of the world and wants to perform and speak and live in conservatism for a tour. And he's doing it by bike, he's doing it by bus, he's doing it by train, and he's asked for some money. And so I shared that with you. If you haven't seen that video, it's up here. Go watch it. If you have seen that video, thank you for watching it. And if you're here because of John Elliott, thank you for all of that. Because of that video, a bunch of people said, hey, John's not conservative. I know John. He's a friend, you know. And through all of that, we were connected. And so since that time, John and I have spoken and gotten to know each other a little bit better, gotten to know our situations a little bit better, and clarified, you know, the misunderstanding that the way that I interpreted the letter was wrong. And I'm telling you all of this because John has a little... not little, that's mean. That was mean-spirited. John has a podcast called Audiodes that he publishes on, I think it's audiodes.com or .net or one of those. And I will link it in the comments or in the description. Please go check it out. And John called me and we talked, and he published that as a little podcast episode. And I said some things in that I'm not proud of. I'm going to get some pushback from fellow West Virginians about some of the views that I have about this area, but it's my reality. It's my truth, and my truths about this state. But John did a really wonderful job putting it all together and made me smile. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who reached out and who allowed me to connect with him. Because I really, when I say I'm a fan, I mean that. I have, you know, I do have all of John's music. I own it all, 100% of it. To the point that he personally had to burn some CDs and send them to me. This was like in 2010. He burned these and sent them to me because they weren't available anymore. I absolutely love this man's music, and when I got to see a bunch of messages like, you don't know John at all, like, I think I do. I think I know him very well, you know, and now that I've spoken with him, we spoke for almost an hour. Now that we've spoken, I know him even better, and I'm more appreciative of him as a man. It gave me a new level of appreciation for him over just his music. I knew him as a musician, now I know him as a person, and I feel very lucky to have connected in that way. So, again, if you are interested in kind of independent art, independent music, folksy music, or if you're interested in a man's broadening his horizons and finding out what the rest of the world is doing outside of the San Francisco bubble, please check out the links in the description. I'll probably put them in the comments also to Freedom Tour 2020, and go help him out. Go pitch him $10. If you do, you're going to get to listen to some amazing music. Everything he's ever done is great. I have not heard any of the new music yet. It's coming soon, he says. But in the podcast episode linked, he shares a song that he wrote in like 2006 about West Virginia, before he even knew anybody in West Virginia. And he talks a good bit about how every time he mailed something to me, he thought, wow, there's somebody out there. And so he plays a little bit of the song, and it made me smile like a little kid, hearing him sing about my state. So, yeah. Thank you, John, for doing that. And thank you everybody who watched that video and reached out to him. It is kind of a miracle of modern technology that these two people who share a lot of worldviews but are literally thousands of miles apart in very different environments can connect over something, over YouTube. It means a lot to me. So thank you everybody who made that possible, including John. Thank you for this. Thank you for years and years and years of your wonderful music. I really appreciate all of it, and I appreciate all of you. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for leaving your likes, for commenting, for subscribing, for being wonderful friends to me every day. Friday is 1,000, and I'm getting close. I'm getting close. So I'm going to try to put this video together. Hopefully I can find some music for it, and we'll see what happens. Thank you for being here as always. I'll see you tomorrow. Well, tell me a random fact.
Wikipedia says that the film Titanic cost about $200 million to make. That's more than it cost to build the ship itself.
But how much did the ship cost? That's the real question, right? Who cares about the film?